their fucking team list up, Blacktown? Do you have it, no?
They only got 11 big players, so.
Yeah, I know, he told me.
But he doesn't even tell me the lineup, mate.
He was going to give it to me, and then I'm like, nah, don't worry, because I could see he's a bit precious about it.
I don't even get the lineup.
But, do you have it, Luke? That's mine.
Yeah.
That's my water, Luke.
Oh, that's yours. I got mine up. So.
Do you have the lineup?
Yeah, our lineup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You give it to me? Or not?
Yeah, I've got it. Yeah. So it's
From last week's team, hold on, let me bring it up.
the same lineup.
Obviously, the two berries are out, he said.
Yeah, he's out.
Yeah?
Benny Berry's out as well.
Yeah.
So Mitchell Malia comes in for him. Mitchell Malia comes in.
Yeah.
And
Ruben.
Ruben on the bench. No, Ruben's still on the bench. Mari's on the bench. Gidgey, Manini, O'Brien,
Ladies and gentlemen, just before we wait for the players to come out, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Landon Stadium for this round 14 clash of the NPL New South Wales men's competition. It's your team, your town, your city, Blacktown, hosting Marconi Stallions. This top 6 blockbuster to two traditional ex-NSL rivals. Should be a fantastic clash today. Also, big shout out to all the mums that have turned up today. Happy Mother's Day to you. Hope you've been spoiled. Enjoy the football this afternoon. Have a great evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the match of the round in the NPL Men's New South Wales competition. It's Blacktown City hosting the Marconi Stallions here at Landon Stadium. And what a game we have in prospect here for you this afternoon. On this very special day for all you mothers at home, happy Mother's Day. And hopefully you'll be treated to something special here this afternoon. We'll run through the lineups quickly. For Blacktown City, they are without a few of their starting players. Both Berry brothers, Adam and Ben, are out. Lockie Campbell, just to name a few key players unavailable for Mark Crittenden's team. For Marconi, well, they're without Franco Maya, who has 5 yellow cards, and as well as Milislav Popovic, who was injured in training last week. Starting for Blacktown in goals, number 1, Tristan Prendergast. Number 5, Grant Lynch. Number 7, Travis Major. Number 8, Jack O'Brien. Number 10, Mario Chabal. Number 11, Danny Choi. Number 12, Tyron Burney. Number 14, Mitchell Malia. Number 18, Nicholas O'Brien. Number 22, Jacob Meniti. And number 23, Joey Gibbs. For the visiting Marconi Stallions, in goals, number 1, James Hilton. Number 2, Nathan Milgate. Number 3, Cameron Windus. Number 4, Anton Mlinaric. Number 6, Dominic Costanzo. Number 8, Daniel Bowman. Number 9, James Temulkovsky. Number 10, Marko Jesic. Number 11, Hiroaki Ayama. Number 18, George Daniel. And number 23, Brandon Vella. As mentioned, these are 2 teams that are pretenders, 2 teams that want silverware. 2 teams that are right in the hunt for the premiership. Well, with how things have turned in the last few weeks, Western Sydney Wanderers suffering a couple defeats before last night's victory, allowing the competition to close the gap somewhat. Marconi only 5 points now behind the Wanderers. Blacktown a further 3 points behind, but obviously can cut that gap with victory here today, and a win here would push them above Marconi on the ladder as well. But they face an in-form Marconi team, a team that scored 8 goals in their last 2 games. Marko Jesic scoring 4 of those, the Marconi captain. Also found some fine form as the veteran striker. But there is a big but. Their last 2 away performances both ended in defeats. So on their travels, Marconi have suffered a little. How can they recover here this afternoon against a tough Blacktown City team, and always difficult opponent to face? Game has kicked off. Blacktown in possession. Travis Major lining up in the centre of defence. Not something you see every day. And obviously with all of the injury issues faced, Major has had to slot into that role. Timulkovsky only finds Shabal. As I said, victory here for Blacktown moves them above Marconi on goal difference. Both teams will be on the same points. Blacktown may have a better goal difference with a win here. They do come up against the sternest defence, though, in the NPL men's competition. Marconi conceding only 14 goals this season, just over a goal a game. Coming up against one of the best attacks in the league. Blacktown scoring 34 times this season, and they've really shared the goals as well, the home side here. Jack O'Brien on 10, Joey Gibbs on 6, Mitchell Malia 5, Travis Major 5. Those four scoring almost 30 goals between them. And flying in there was Mlinaric, but the ball falls to Joey Gibbs, who leads this counter. Now Danny Choi on the left. Coming onto the right is Choi. Pass back there. Ends up at the feet of Shabal. Shabal closed down by Vela. Vela is playing a little more advanced with Cameron Windust coming in. Windust, of course, replacing Franco Maya, mentioned earlier. 5 yellow cards, sitting out this one due to via suspension. He'll be back next week for Peter Tsakenis' team. An interesting thing this afternoon for both these two teams is very young benches. Both teams have a lot of players sitting on the bench that play in their 20s setup, that have come through the club's youth programs, which is very encouraging to see, of course. Here's Gibbs again. Did well to keep possession there. Finds Shabal, but Shabal loses out to Yesic. They were all hugs before kickoff, not in that situation there. Yesic ending up on the ground following the challenge from Shabal. Ball into the air toward Malia, and Mitchell Malia heads it in, but it won't count. The flag was up. It was a great ball into the area by Danny Choi. Malia found some space between the two central defenders. It was a little too advanced. And the flag on the near side raised by the assistant referee. It was a late change to the Blacktown lineup. Jack O'Brien misses out. Martin Fernandez comes in his place. There was an injury in the warm-up, I'm led to believe, to Jack O'Brien, Blacktown City's leading goal scorer. That really does hurt Mark Crittenden's team. Spoke about the injuries beforehand. Just saw Lockie Campbell on crutches coming up the steps here in the grandstand at Landon Stadium. I spoke about inconsistencies for Blacktown in the last few weeks of competition. They beat Spirit here last week, then drew the week before against Olympic. They were down 3-1 on that occasion. They lost to the Wanderers 3-0 in round 11. So a bit of everything for them so far. Just getting some information from the always trusty Will Gotsis. Ground announcing here at Landon Stadium for Blacktown City. Lucky Campbell should be back 6 to 8 weeks. Meanwhile, Costanzo gets in here to the byline. It was a great challenge, had to be made by Jacob Manidi. Great run from Costanzo. He just looked a little confused there in the final moment, whether to cut the ball back or have a go at goal himself. And that indecision just gave Maniti enough time to get back and make the challenge. Corner though for Marconi, and we know they've got some very dangerous players. They've gone short though here to Ayama. Toward the near post, Yesic can't keep it in. It was a training ground move, that one. Didn't quite work out though for the visitors. It'll be a goal kick to Blacktown. Here is Chabal. Finds Malia. Immediately under pressure by George Daniel. And Windass there. Just holding off Danny Choi. Here's Vela. Pokes it forward, intercepted by O'Brien. And Fernandez can't get there. Windass clears the way. Now Blacktown will settle things down once more. Chabal combining here with Major. And pressure there from Marconi. Bowman leading the charge. Now Prendergrass under pressure from Temulkovsky. Blacktown really playing it dangerously here. They've just managed to clear the danger, but Marconi will come back at him now through Temulkovsky, who goes down. The referee says no foul. Now a bit of space for Malia to run at Daniel one-on-one. He gets beyond Daniel with ease there, Mitchell Malia. Into the area now, Malia. Across goal, great ball, and Millgate stretched there. Intercepted that one. And Manidi trying now to break through, but how about that run from Mitch Malia? Something we've grown used to over the years. Joey Gibbs was waiting in the area and had Millgate not stretched out as far as he did. The experienced legs there of Nathan Millgate showing there's a lot of stretch still left in those legs. Intercepted that one and, well, kept his team level here. Here's Chabal again. Now Maniti making the overlapping run, and he's gone and stopped there 2 times. Jacob Maniti, I have no doubt had he kept going, he would have got there. James Hilton looked a little confused whether or not to approach for that ball. Mlinaric, he's been very impressive. Mlinaric, since arriving at Marconi Stadium. Good interception there. Now Chabal looking to play in Malia, but not enough on that pass. Malia now finds Chabal. Involved in everything, Mario Chabal early on. Now Choi. Ball toward the back post, but too much on that one. It'll be a goal kick. As I said, 2 very impressive victories for Marconi coming into this game. 4-0 win last weekend against Hills United. That was after they dismantled St. George FC 4-0 the week before. But there were moments, in particular against the St. George team, where Marconi probably got away with a couple opportunities early that the opposition didn't take advantage of. In the end, though, they punished, and that's what good teams do. They hang in there when things aren't quite going. And how about that skill there from Fernandez? Fernandez now into the area, cuts it back for Malia. Space is there. Malia gets a deflection and Hilton recovers in time. What an opportunity, but how about that moment of brilliance from Martin Fernandez. George Daniels still looking for that ball as he flicked it over his head. That one would have made the highlights reel, no doubt, had Blacktown opened the scoring from there. Good start, though, from the home team. Had a goal disallowed, a couple good moments going forward. Marconi had one of their own as well, but aside from the high press, putting the pressure on, Blacktown's back line in possession. I feel as though the home team's been quite comfortable in these opening 10 minutes or so. We speak about those two victories that Marconi registered in the last 2 weeks, but you have to ask the question, how is their away form? And looking at their away form, they've got 2 wins, 2 losses and a draw so far. Marconi does. And perhaps something they need to try and better. And they may do that through Temulkovsky, looking for Costanzo, and Maniti clears away. Those last 2 defeats would hurt, in particular the one against local rivals Sydney United. They led 2-0 at half-time. They looked fairly comfortable. In the end, their great rivals managed to score 3 unanswered goals in the second half and come away with all 3 points. Yashic sends that one long, headed on. Costanzo battling away, Maniti heads, and then Chabal clears in the end. Linodic under pressure from Gibbs, and straight into the back there from Linodic. A clear and obvious foul by the youngster. Malia looks like he's in a little bit of discomfort here. Straight across the ankles there from George Daniel. Not giving Malia any space. He just needed 20 centimetres last time to get away from George Daniel. That's the kind of space that Daniel has to close down. Can't allow Malia to utilise the space behind him as he did not long ago. Fernandez heads it down for Gibbs. Thought about hitting that first time. Didn't need to. And Joey Gibbs opens the scoring in absolute class there. A fine move by Joey Gibbs to open the account for Blacktown City here at Landon Stadium this afternoon.
Goal of Blacktown City, scored by the Iceman, number 23, Joey Gibbs.
Fantastic work to pop the ball over
Blacktown City
the defender
Marconi Stallions nil.
and then place it beyond James Hilton. And Blacktown City lead here after 14 minutes. Joey Gibbs opening the scoring. How will Marconi respond now? And it was the home team that started the better. There's no doubt about that, and they really do deserve their lead. They've had a couple opportunities. They've put the Marconi defence under a little bit of pressure. Now Costanzo flicking one over. Travis Major clears away. Gibbs there met by both Linodic and Milgate. And Chabal now does well to step in there. And Linodic slides in to stop him, but only as far as Fernandez, and Gibbs could be in again here. Gibbs goes in strong there on Hilton. He'll be disappointed then. He gets a yellow card as well. I have to ask the question, why? He had every right to go for that ball, did Joey Gibbs. It was a fair 50-50 challenge from both players. I just don't understand the yellow card in these situations. I really don't. In fairness, I don't understand the foul, let alone the card, but we do know goalkeepers. Well, they are a protected species, aren't they? But still, That one, a 50-50 in my books. Both players had every right to go for that. Unfortunately for Gibbs, the goal scorer, earns himself a yellow card. And Blacktown have a free kick. Sorry, Marconi have a free kick. Hilton sends that one long. Here's O'Brien searching for Choi, but Windust did well to slide in there. Lynch was just told by the referee to stop creeping forward. Stole a few metres. Here's Gibbs again. We need to be careful now, Gibbs in the yellow. We spoke about Blacktown's injury issues pre-game. Losing Jack O'Brien in the warm-up would have hurt. They really don't want to lose Joey Gibbs either. Headed away by Major. Shabao finds Gibbs. Fernandez couldn't quite bring it under control. And Millgate just cleared away. Here's Gibbs again. Strong challenge from Mlinaric. Played forward by Bowman to Mulkovsky, who hasn't really seen much of the ball early on. Dropping a little deep now to pick up possession. Tough pass there from Mlinaric for Millgate, but pulls it out, the old man does. Here's Daniel. Forward for Costanzo. They just look a little out of sync, a little out of rhythm, Marconi. Their best period, this actually. Even though some of those passes really struggled to stick, they've managed to move the ball. They're giving it away though just as quick, and now looking to get him on the counter. Gibbs chasing down Millgate. Should deal with this. Windust didn't quite bring that under control and just sweeps it away. Choi for Shabao. And Fernandez once again miscontrols the ball. Good use of the body there from Temulkovsky. Temulkovsky leads the scoring charts for Marconi. 7 goals this season. Closely followed by Marko Jeršić, who, as I mentioned earlier, scored 4 goals in his last 2 games. Definitely in form and definitely hungry for more. And how about that for a clearance from Prendergast? What do they call that, an LBW? Or a shank, says Will Gotsis. Won't want to see that one on the replay, the Blacktown goalkeeper. As Jeršić prepares to send a Roy Delap-like throw into the area. Bowman, Temulkovsky, all boys with a bit of height. Windust trying to flick it on there. Ayama comes across and wins possession. Now Mlinaric searching for Windust, and Prendergast collects that comfortably and now looks to release Choi quickly. But Millgate will let that one roll all the way back to James Hilton. And since the goal, it can be said that Marconi have somewhat recovered better now. Getting on the ball a little bit more. Holding possession. Forcing errors from the home team. Costanzo got a little lucky there, but Bowman couldn't bring the ball under control. Both coaches pacing their technical areas. Intercepted pass there from Mlinaric, and the space opened up for Gibbs, but Shabao goes to Mitchell Malia instead, and Malia now running out Mlinaric. Hilton gets a hand there. Still though, Fernandez lets go with a volley, but didn't quite get the connection he was after. Still danger Well, it's passed now. Last touch there coming off Fernandez. That was another good opportunity for the home team. Now I feel they should have done a little better there. Chabal hadn't seen that open space. There was acres of space for Joey Gibbs, but just didn't quite see the pass. In the end, the ball through to Mitchell Malia wasn't bad either. But Malia was forced a little wider, and the angle made it just that little bit more difficult. Great feet from Maniti. Look at that. Fantastic footwork from Maniti. And Millgate steps across. Chabal clears now. It's one of 2 games to be played today. Also going on at the moment at Illingdon Sports Centre. Rockdale Illingdon host Sydney FC. It's currently 0-0 between those two. Action kicked off on Friday night for round 14. Manly United and Sydney United drawing 1-1 in the Battle of the Uniteds. Central Coast and St George FC game was washed out yesterday with that torrential rain that fell.
Progress scores from around the ground.
Spirit recorded a massive 1-0 win over the Wollongong Wolves. Great win for David Perkovic's team, that one. We're very pleased with that result. Western Sydney, as mentioned previously, got back to winning ways after a couple defeats. Defeating Sydney Olympic and Nathaniel Blair scoring an absolute belter there in the final moments of the game. Great feet there from Fernandez. Plays it square here for Maniti. Here's Choi. Chabal has a go, but uncontrolled effort. Well over the bar. Getting back to those scores from yesterday, Apia held off a spirited Hills United to come away with a 2-1 win. St George FA was held by a draw to the Sutherland Sharks, a massive point for Sutherland. You know how tough it is going to Penshurst Park, and to come away with a point there, an excellent result for Steve Zorich's team. And just as we're flicking through results, Rockdale's taking the lead as Bernie makes a run. Saved there by the keeper. Perhaps should have done a little bit better there, Tyrone Bernie. Vela. Ball through to Temulkowski. That'll be a foul for the big number 9. Nicholas O'Brien claiming that they each had a hold of each other's shirts there. Nevertheless, it gives Marconi an opportunity to deliver something here and perhaps create some problems for the Blacktown defence and Tristan Prendergast. Ball comes into good ball toward Yesic. Bowman can't quite bring it under control. Maniti got the last touch. It'll be a corner for Marconi. Another ball now to come into the area. Marconi searching for that equaliser. Temulkowski and Yesic both in front of Prendergast. Ball comes in, it's an in-swinger, dealt with by Bernie. Now Choi. Flicks it on for Chabal, but only as far as Costanzo. Now Ayama. Still Ayama. Ayama to the byline and closed down there by Lynch. Here's Chabal now. Looking for Choi, and Choi switches toward Malia. Just got to beat Daniel here, and lots of space again. And how about that skill there from Malia? But luckily for Marconi, Nathan Milgate was quickly across to stop any danger from occurring. Bernie looking for options. Forced back here by Jersic. Now Major. And Shabal. Here's Meniti back for Prendergast, whose clearance isn't the greatest. And can Costanzo take advantage? No, he can't, because Bernie's got some pace. Prendergast under some pressure again. Last touch coming off the Blacktown keeper. We've seen that on a few occasions now in this first half. Marconi really pressing high, really putting Prendergast and the Blacktown defence under a little bit of pressure, creating major problems at the moment. Outswinger this time, waiting for Milgate to make his way forward. Bowman steps out. Milgate's the target, headed away by Major. Ayama. And Choi comes across, wins the ball there, and now can Blacktown break through Shabal. And Malia coming up against Daniel again. He's had the better of him so far in this game, Mitchell Malia. Shabal plays it forward into space for Danny Choi. Well defended though by Mlinaric, and ball has gone out eventually. Throw in to the visitors. Throwing goes Marconi's way again. Choi gets beyond Temulkovsky with ease, and Bernie there in support. That's where the ball goes. Bernie delivers to near post off the bar. It was Fernandez with the final shot there. James Hilton was beaten. Not so much the crossbar though. Great move from Blacktown City. So close to doubling their advantage. Marconi saved by the crossbar. Great work from Choi. We've switched sides now with Malia. And lots of movement from that front four of Fernandez, Malia, Gibbs and Choi. Constantly moving, constantly giving defenders something different to think about. One thing is for sure though, they both have excellent feet. Both wingers. Both are very quick. Choi now for Gibbs. Gets it back again. Lynch out wide left. Has a bit of space now, Lynch. Back to Malia. A looping one to the far post. Comfortable for Hilton. Joey Gibbs is waiting for any slip up. Wasn't to come though, as it was comfortably held by the Marconi custodian. Mlinaric switches the play. Cleared away. Couldn't bring that under control, Vela. Jersic. Lynch sticks a foot in, and Shabal comes away with it. Here's Major. Back for Prendergast. Well followed there from Martin Fernandez, and now Danny Choi running forward. Danny Choi cuts in on the left. Spreads it wide for Malia, but Vela did well to track back. Come away with the ball there. That ball runs through for Bowman. Spreads it wide now for Costanzo, and now Marconi got a few numbers forward. Costanzo running at Bernie one-on-one. Low delivery, easily dealt with by Major. Here's Jesic. Goes down and wins the foul. Free kick made by Travis Major. Probably the best position that Marconi have had in terms of set pieces. Maybe a little bit too wide left for a direct effort on goal. Jesic is still down. And very, very gingerly making his way back to his feet. Ayama and Costanzo both stand over this one. Timulkovsky not too far away either. He's been ushered off though. I think it will be Costanzo. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a direct effort at goal as well. Only two in the wall for Prendergast. Ayama walks away as well. Costanzo lines this one up. Can Marconi get away back into the game? Headed away by Maniti. Felt that one. Gave the head a bit of a shake after the header.
Updated scores from around the
Danger
grounds.
hasn't passed yet though.
41 minutes gone. It's Rockdale 1, Sydney FC 1.
Corner now to be taken by Costanzo. And Sydney has equalised, as you may have just heard Will Gotsis say over the microphone. Ball comes in, great delivery into the area. Headed away, and Chabal may get there before Bowman. He does, but he couldn't find Malia. And they stand quite high, does Blacktown, on these corners. They look to counter quickly. Marconi has to sit with a few extra men back as well in order to avoid that. A good ball from Temulkovsky. Costanzo got in there, but it was a strong challenge, I think, from Bernie. Handball by Joey Gibbs. Free kick for the visitors again. Good delivery into the area. Both Mlinaric and Milgate make their way forward. Ayama takes the ball this time. Great delivery from Ayama, headed away by Maniti. Comes back in from Bowman. And now Bowman has it on the edge of the area. Milgate. Ayama thought about the first time hit, saw Jesic with a bit of space. That's where the ball is now. With the Marconi captain back to Ayama. And Jesic forced all the way back to Brandon Vela. You get time to build up from the back again. Marconi. Mlinaric looking for Temulkovsky. Bernie headed it on, but only to Temulkovsky. One-on-one. Across came Gibbs and made the challenge. Pressure will stay on the home team though, as Marconi come away with the ball again. Vela back for Milgate. 10 minutes to go to half-time. The home team lead, but they are under pressure here now. Marconi have definitely stepped it up. Look how tight they play on Temulkovsky, really giving him no space to do anything with the ball, and they're even getting into his head a little bit there. Bernie making sure he knows he's in for a battle today. James Temulkovsky has been in fine form this season. 7 goals. Missed a host of games due to a hamstring injury. And last touch there off Bernie. That'll be a corner. Error there from the right back. Allows Marconi the chance now to put the home team under some late pressure. Costanzo will deliver an in-swinger. Ball toward the far post. Prendergast got a good punch on that one, and Chabal helps it on its way. Here's Choi now. Danny Choi, had he got past George Daniel there, had a lot of free space in front. And Mitchell Malia coming over from the left. Last touch comes off a green shirt. It'll be a Blacktown throw. O'Brien plays it out wide to Lynch. Sends it forward, searching for Malia, but well, it stayed in, has it? No, says the assistant referee. Marconi tried to take it quickly, but they need to take it back a few metres. Villa had the right idea, thought about taking it early, catching Blacktown out of position and off guard. Here's Bernie. Good touch there from Bernie. Showed good feet already in this first half. Now Maniti running on and Choi trying to flick the ball through to him. Did so well to keep the ball after that misplaced flick there from Danny Choi. Now Malia into the feet of Fernandez, and he tried to slot in. Malia well defended by Millgate. Temulkovsky finally gets O'Brien into the book. He's been looking for that all game, has James Temulkovsky. He's been into the referee's ear about the shirt pulling after a few persistent fouls. Nicholas O'Brien earns himself a yellow card, so both O'Brien and Gibbs in the referee's notebook in this first half. Great pass there from Ayama to find Bowman. And now the space opens up for Bowman. Thought of the shot. Finds Temulkovsky. Looking for some space. Couldn't find it. And Bernie comes away with it. And a foul there in frustration from Temulkovsky. A few words with his teammate there, Dominic Costanzo, as well. Costanzo wanted that ball played out wide. Temulkovsky tried to find the space for a shot, but it was Bowman's indecision really that led to the shot not coming off. Bowman should have smacked that as soon as the space opened up, but instead decided to take another touch, which allowed the Blacktown players to get back in defence and set up quicker. Here's Bernie, closed down there by Costanzo. Choi comes across now and does well there. Danny Choi. Yevchich stuck a foot out. He'll get a yellow card. The referee did go to the pocket for a moment, but looks as though he's decided not to pull the card out. And Chabal asking the question. I told you, pre-match they were all hugs and kisses. Not so much now, the two captains, and Chabal just having a listen in to what Yevchich is being told. Yevchich gives him a little bit of a shoulder too. You gotta love it. And Chabal loves these battles as well. Still having words, the two captains. There it is. Back to love. The love part of the relationship. Yevchich, the first Marconi player to see his name go into the referee's notebook. Major takes it short for Malia. Not the greatest reaction from the Marconi players. Malia was afforded a lot of space there. Temulkovsky used his hand. The referee spotted it. Well spotted. Here's Chabot. Back for Major. All the way back to Prendergast. Alek Uroshevsky was the scorer for Rockdale. Jude Glasson with the equaliser from the spot for Sydney FC. Here's Choi. Switches the ball out wide for Malia. He's had some joy Malia has against Daniel. Goes down. Referee says no foul. Daniel comes away a winner from one of those battles between the two. Here he is again. Costanzo sends it forward to Temulkovsky. Pass to Bowman. Works out in the end. Vela searching for Temulkovsky, but Costanzo, who was back doing some defensive work, couldn't get up quick enough to support Temulkovsky. Get on to the end of that cross to the far post. Half time at Illingdon Sports Centre. It's 1-1 between Rockdale and Sydney FC. Mark, if the result stays as is and Marconi can get a win here, Marconi will jump Rockdale on the ladder and move into third place. A long way to go, a lot of work to do for Marconi. A goal before the break would be excellent for the visitors. Here's Ayama. Now Costanzo. Lots of green shirts in that front third. They've lost out here. Chabot leads the counter. Goes down. Who was looking for that one was Mario Chabot. Probably at a point the foul did perhaps come sooner, but there wasn't a foul from Linaric. Major heads on. Back the ball comes from Daniel. Last touch there off Maniti. It'll be a Marconi throw.
Yeah, I know, but they don't have
Jesic will deliver this one into the box again. Millgate hasn't gone forward this time. We probably will see if the score stay the same later on in the game. Lynch clears. Linaric heads it back. Ayama helps it on. Now Jesic does the same. Cleared away by Lynch. Millgate. Bit of head tennis here. Now Fernandez. Malia's running on. That's where the ball goes. Just held up a little bit there for Malia. Martin Fernandez back for Maniti. O'Brien. Intelligent play here from Blacktown, keeping possession. Looking to get into the half ahead here. Just as we say that, Maniti coughs up possession. Intercepted there by O'Brien. Stepped out of defence well. No whistle. Referee allows play to continue, and Choi runs out of real estate there on the far side. Throw in for the visiting side. We approach the final moments of this first half. The fourth official will instruct us how many minutes, or what the minimum amount of stoppage time is. Here's Malia, 1 minute it'll be. Have to switch that ball out wide to Bernie. Costanzo dances past a couple challenges.
Ladies and gentlemen, the fourth official has indicated there'll be a minimum of 1 additional minute time added on.
Ayama for
Additional
Bowman.
1 minute.
Now Windust. Looking for Yeshic, but Major read that all the way. The seasoned centre back, Travis Major. Not sure he'd like that tag, but nevertheless, he'd rather be the season goal getter. Here is Joey Gibbs delivering toward the far post, and Windust very calmly heads the ball back into the hands of goalkeeper James Hilton. Windust looking to start one last foray forward. Instead, it might be the home team that has a go, and Danny Choi, we've seen him do it before. Not on that occasion, though.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's half
The referee brings the first half to a close.
New South Wales men's competition. Your Blacktown City
Intriguing
won.
first half where
Marconi Stallions, Neil.
we saw
Scorer for Blacktown City in the first
the
half,
home
14th
team
minute.
really
Strike by
dominate the
Joey
opening
Gibbs.
parts of the game.
Half-time here at the NSW.
They
Blacktown
couldn't
City won.
add to their scoreline, though. They lead 1-0. Joey Gibbs scoring the opening goal after 14 minutes.
Blacktown City continue on the Australia Cup half.
They had some
Wednesday night clash.
fine opportunities before the goal that they didn't take advantage of.
Wednesday night.
Marconi came into the game as the match went on after conceding that early goal. They weren't able to find an equaliser. Half-time, though, here at Landon Stadium. It's Blacktown City 1, Marconi Stallions 0. And we'll see you back here in 15 minutes for the second half.
Blacktown City would like to thank the following sponsors for the support. Once again, in season 2024, principal partners, Walker Corporation, Landon Homes, Memento Hospitality, Sinorama Blacktown, Blacktown City Council.
And we're back here at Landon Stadium for the second half here between Blacktown City and the Marconi Stallions in the NPL Men's New South Wales Match of the Round. It's the home team that lead by 1-0. Joey Gibbs with the early goal, and some goal it was, thankfully, due to our very own Geezer. I'm sure you're following on Instagram. Some fantastic video work from Jude. Beautiful following of the game, and got to see the goal from a different angle. Just the way Gibbs flicked it over the defender before so calmly slotting the ball beyond James Hilton. Excellent goal for Blacktown, and when you look at all the injuries that they have, all the problems they're facing currently. I mentioned pre-game, the two Berry brothers both out. Lachlan Campbell out for an extended period as well. Losing their top scorer in Jack O'Brien in the warm-up. So much adversity, and, well, they're showing why they're such a quality football team and why they have so much quality within their ranks. Mark Crittenden being very, well, struggling to find the word, but when you put when you put Travis Major at centre back, I don't even want to say risky, but Travis Major is playing like Fabio Cannavaro out there this afternoon. And Temulkovski could be in a bit of trouble here. I think that's Mario Chabal on the ground. They're calling for a stomp, and Travis Major, the loudest in the protests. The referee going to seek some advice from his assistant referee, and Temulkovski could be in trouble. If it was a stomp, he will see red. I've got no doubt. Pleading his innocence is Temulkovski. This would be a massive hit to Peter Tsekena, sent to Marconi, and it is. Temulkovski sees red here after less than 120 seconds of the second half. Marconi's task is all the harder now. James Temulkovski sent off for a stamp on Mario Chabal. And Tsekenas and Papayev aren't happy on the Marconi bench. They're letting the officials know what they think of that decision. As Temulkovski, after just coming out from the sheds, he's on his way back in, but he won't be coming out to play again in the second half. He'll be having an early shower and on his way back home. What a hit for Marconi inside the opening minutes of the second period. And just as we were speaking about all the bad luck that Blacktown have faced in the lead up to this game in the last few weeks, well, I've had a little bit of luck go their way with Temulkovski's red card there. Mentioned Franco Maya out suspended. 5 yellows. Milislav Popovic, another attacking player, also out with a hamstring injury, although he could be back next week. And won't they need him back if Temulkovski's out for an extended period? They got some young firepower on the bench, though. Dylan Sulsovic, Jakov Malbasha, and Luka Knežević, 3 attacking players, all that can add something in the front third, should they be required to. Marko Jasic has stepped up in the 9 role in place of Temulkovski now. And we said he is the in-form striker at the moment, 4 goals in 2 games. They will really need the experienced captain now Marconi if they're to get back into this one. Bowman wins that. Here's Vela. Now Oyama. Yeshic heads it on there. Malia back to do some defensive work. Mlinaric back for Hilton. And it just seems something from nothing there. The red card for Temulkovsky. Tough to see from this angle. It looked just like a simple foul, but of course we're quite the distance away. Difficult to spot from here. The referee's much closer. Much easier for them to make a decision. Here's a ball to the back post though. Windus wins the header. And the head injury here. Lynch and Windus both go down. Referee quickly calls for the physios from both teams. We'll use this moment to check the scores across the grounds at Elendon Sports Centre. Rockdale, after being stuck at 1-1 at half-time, they scored 2 quick goals in the second period. They now lead 3 goals to 1 against Sydney FC.
Kick-off Wednesday at Northbridge Oval. And next Saturday we return home. We will be the away side taking on Hills United. 7 o'clock kick-off next Saturday night. Just to let you know, all members and fans, it will be an away game up against Hills United.
As you may have just heard, these Blacktown City will be in cup action midweek. They travel to take on Northbridge FC, and I know they're playing against an association team, but I'll tell you what, I went myself to watch Northbridge FC last year, and they are one very, very dangerous opponent. And when you look at the injuries that Blacktown have, they'll more than likely look to rest some players in order to keep them fit for league requirements. But Northbridge defeated the Sutherland Sharks last round, so potential banana skin, that one for Blacktown, one that they'll really need to be wary of. Marconi are also in action, and they've got a tricky task themselves. They take on Coogee United. Here's Malia, though, looking to clip that one over. The ball's there. Fernandez heads it home, and Blacktown double their advantage. Excellent work from Mitchell Malia to clip that one to the far post. And Martin Fernandez heads home.
Goal of Blacktown City, scored by number 17, Marty Marquinhos Fernandez.
2-0 now.
Blacktown City 2.
Blacktown lead. They look on their way to 3 points and on their way to jumping above their opponents on the ladder. Victory here will move Blacktown in to 4th place, push Marconi down to 5th. And only 5 points behind the Western Sydney Wanderers. Blacktown will be. There still is a long way to go, but it feels like this is just a mountain too high for the visitors to climb over this afternoon. After being reduced to 10 men at the start of this second half, with James Temulkovsky seeing red. Definitely looks like a game Blacktown can really take advantage of now, and well, they're not shy of scoring goals. 35 for the season. Can Marconi respond in any way? Ball into the area, cleared away by O'Brien. It has got considerably darker here at Landon Stadium. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw a bit of rain. There's been enough of it, I'll tell you that much, the last 7 to 10 days. Could be in for a little bit more. Yershich used his body well, but the ball just got away from him, and Travis Major in at centre back picks up the loose ball. And he looks like he's having fun, Travis Major, playing centre back. Imagine Critter tells him, guess what, Travis? You're our new starting back week in, week out. Not sure how that one would go, though. Probably not the conversation Critter will be comfortable having, I'm sure. I think it was hard enough telling him today he'll be starting at centre back, but anyway. He's done a fine job as Travis Major. It's usually the other way you see centre backs moving into a more central striking role as they move on. Not on this occasion. Another great ball in the area, and Gibbs probably didn't quite get the control on that header he would have liked. Over the bar. Comfortable for Hilton. Will Gotsis has just reminded me that Travis Major, all-time leading goal scorer. Slotting in at centre-back, Travis Major. He's really done well. Here's Yershich. Cuts it onto the right. Marko Yershich. Oh, what a save. I'm certain that Prendergast got a touch on that. The referee says no. That was inches wide of the far post. Yershich did so well to create the space for himself and to get the shot away, but no goal there. Would have halved the deficit. Looks as though Liam Yulee is going through some more vigorous warm-up. Seems as though he's the one next to come on for Marconi.
Updated score for the Illington Sports Centre. It's now Rockdale 3 leading Sydney FC 1.
Ayama. Back to Millgate. Major out for Lynch. Here's Malia. Looking to get beyond Daniel. He's really got the better of George Daniel in this game so far. Struggled to deal with his skill and pace. Here's Prendergast. Now Chabot. Choi. That's a foul there by Windust. Good work from Choi. Flick the ball past the right back. Chabot's ball searching for Gibbs, but off his line was Hilton. To sweep up there. Now Mlinaric sends a long ball forward toward Yershich, but Major heads away. Here's Lynch. Back for O'Brien. Finds George Daniel's feet. And Daniel there closed down by Bernie. Ball back to Prendergast. Wide for Lynch, and Lynch will do well to keep this one in. A little bit too high for the left back. Here's Millgate. Under pressure, Ayama did well there to get the ball out to Mlinaric. Now Jevšić. And Maniti with a bit of space here in midfield now. Choi making the forward run. Gets the ball back from Lynch. Here, Maniti. O'Brien wide for Major. Malia almost kept that one in. It'll be interesting to see what Marconi does now, how they adjust things. Great challenge from Shabao. They wanted a foul, they didn't get it, and Gibbs plays in Shabao here. Shabao first time, just wide of the target. He did well to hit that. Wasn't troubling though in the end, Hilton. As Windust makes his way off for Yuli. I believe Vela will slot back into right back.
Substitution for Marconi, going off 3 Cameron Windust. Replacement number 16, Liam Yuli.
Any other adjustments? We'll see now. Yuli slotted into midfield. Jevšić loses out to Major. And Milgate's high foot there. Catches the goal scorer, Fernandez. It'll be a free kick to the home team. Shabao, back for Lynch. Ball over the top, searching for Malia. Mlinaric shields it well for Hilton. Here's Millgate. Major heads it on for Fernandez. And now Choi's just offside. That was very, very tight. Wasn't much in that at all. Assistant's flag was up straight away. Did look very close. Here's Mlinaric. Millgate. Here's Daniel now. Finds Costanzo, who tried to play it back to the left back. Cleared away. Millgate needs to be strong here. He is. Vela. Flicked on there by Bowman. Here's Bowman again. Really closing down those passing angles and space as well. Is Blacktown making it difficult for the 10 men of Marconi to play between the lines. Challenge there from Costanzo will earn him a yellow card. It left a flailing leg there. And be careful, the Marconi players. Another red would really make things messy for them. Special mention to our cameraman Jaden. On the way to the UK. Big Liverpool fan. Watching Klopp say goodbye to Klopp, actually. It's not his first trip either. It's so much this bloke loves Liverpool. I don't know why, but he does. Went to the UCL final with no tickets and hung out the front of the gate with all those other crazy Liverpool fans. Didn't get in. This time he will, though. I wish him a safe trip. Welcoming Arnie Slot into the hot seat at Anfield. That's what they're saying anyway. Ball into the area is a great one, and Hilton's come out there. He's taken a whole heap of Joey Gibbs, but the ball as well. That was very, very lucky there. Brave goalkeeping, brave Joey Gibbs as well. A similar collision between the two in the first half went the way of Hilton, and Gibbs was given a yellow card. There wasn't much difference there. As I said earlier, keepers are a protected species, and I'm sure the Keepers Union watching at home are having nice words to say to me right now, but a lot of truth in that. Clear and obvious foul there from Linaric into the back of Fernandez. Taken early by Maniti. It'll be a yellow card to, if that's Costanzo, that's his second, but I think it was Yuli. It was Yuli. Might have been a very silly yellow card. Second yellow card if it was Costanzo, but fortunately for him, goes the way of the substitute. Here's Mlinaric in possession. Rockdale still lead. Against Sydney FC, 3-1 at Illingdon. And here's a chance now for Fernandez, but Mlinaric put his body in between the ball and Fernandez and won himself a free kick. Here's Ayama. Now Bowman. Daniel closed down, and it seemed as though he was fouled. The referee wasn't interested. Here's Fernandez. Couldn't pass that off in time. Malia was offside. He knew it. That's why he left it. Here's a chance now for Daniel into the area. Cross goal. Inches wide this time. Prendergast definitely got a touch on that. Ball was about to creep into the far post. Blacktown keeper making an outstanding save as the sun hits that terrible point of the afternoon. Hitting directly into the camera. But an opportunity now for Ayama to deliver something into the box to give Marconi some opportunity. Headed away though by O'Brien, I think it was. In fact, it was Bernie who headed the ball away. Now Maniti gets beyond Ayama, tries to slot in Choi. Vela back there to play the ball back to Hilton. It's another away game, another defeat for Marconi, 3 in a row. Unless things change in the last 20 minutes, doesn't seem as though it's going to happen. Another free kick the way of the home team. Bowman this time adjudged to have fouled Fernandez. And it looks as though Marconi will make another change. I think it's Yakov Malbasha being readied by the Marconi coaching staff. The youngster came on against Central Coast Mariners to score. Very quick, technical youngster. Still only a teenager. As Malia lines this one up, and that was a disappointing effort from Mitchell Malia. Here comes that substitution now. It is Malbasha, and he'll come on for Daniel Bowman
Substitution
for the last
Marconi
20 minutes.
Going off number 8, Daniel Bowman. His replacement, number 21, Yakov Malbasha.
It's an attacking change from Peter Tsakenis, taking off a midfielder for a very much more attack-minded player in Malbasha. Here's Costanzo. Ball goes out. Yesic was looking for Vela. Choi should see this over the line. Hands across the chest from Vela on Choi. And free kick goes the way of Blacktown. Daniel should deal with this. Malia making a nuisance of himself, but left back heads the ball into the goalkeeper's grasp. Yuli. Linaric making a forward run, and a good run of that it is from Linaric, and his delivery though couldn't find one of the two green shirts in the area, and now Blacktown can break, and this is where Marconi are susceptible at the moment. Ball's intended for Choi, it still might get there. Not the greatest delivery though. Now Danny Choi, can he find a teammate? He does in Shabao, and that was some effort from Mario Shabao. Powerful strike, just off target though. Don't think that James Hilton would have had any idea about that one had it been travelling in the goal frame. Instead, score remains 2-0 to the home side. Maniti looking to play in Choi, but maybe a little bit too much on that pass, and Choi couldn't keep it in, but I think he'll get a yellow card. Frustrated kick away of the ball. It is a yellow card. Danny Choi. Here's Malbasha, back for Vela. Ayama was looking for Yesic. Millgate. All the way back to Hilton. Marconi definitely running out of ideas. Playing with that man less since Temulkovsky's early red card in the second period. Yesic did well to hold off Major. They wanted a foul there on Daniel, did the Marconi bench, but the referee said no. The long throw now will come from Millgate. In toward Jeršić, who heads it on. Falls for Ayama on the volley, wide of the target though. Would have been a spectacular goal. Had Hiroaki Ayama found the target.
In the final 7 minutes at the London Sports Centre, still Rockdale 3, leading CFC 1.
Bit of pressure here. Prendergast just deals with that in time. Malbash's pressure forcing them to lose the ball here. And Shabao back to do some defensive work. Got to be careful here. Blacktown can't get too complacent. They have the capability to really hurt Blacktown, Marconi. They're a team full of very talented attacking players. Almost showed it there. It'll be a corner, I think. Whistle did go, though. Apparently a foul throw on Marko Jeršić. He's not happy with that one. Letting the assistant know how he feels. I did think it was another corner, though, for Marconi. He would have kept the pressure on Blacktown. Headed on by Gibbs. And Fernandez for Choi now, who has a lot of space, and Mitchell Malia in support. But Choi might go alone here. Cuts it back on the right. Danny Choi. And he's taken way too long there to make a decision. Excellent defending from Yuli. But Danny Choi, it just looks as though he got a little tired there toward the end of that run and perhaps didn't make the right decision. Well, absolutely didn't make the right decision, but tired legs led to that. He even had Fernandez in the end approaching in support, but it might not matter here because Malia now sends it across goal. Choi's there again. Can't bring it under control. Vela. Malbasha gets back to defend and win the ball. Plays it into the feet of Ayama and Millgate. Looking for Jeršić, who's... Well, I thought Jeršić was definitely fouled there by O'Brien. And a very frustrated Marconi team. You can see that out there now. Great run from Bernie. Into the feet of Gibbs, who gets it out to Malia. Thought about delivering, instead tried to take on Millgate. Now Costanzo comes to help. Great ball in the area, headed away by Vela, but in a dangerous position for Lynch. Saved by Hilton, and the rebound too from Gibbs. Good goalkeeping from Hilton, and again Jeršić is so frustrated. Again claiming that O'Brien had a full handful of his shirt, and unhappy he didn't get the call. It looks as though Blacktown are preparing a few changes of their own. And a foul comes there, very late whistle from the referee. Here comes a change for Blacktown. Danny Choi replaced by the debutant Lachlan Henderson.
Going off, number 11, Danny Choi. Give a round of applause, his debut, number 42, Lachlan Henderson.
You can hear the crowd really appreciate Lachlan Henderson, who comes on to make his first senior appearance for Blacktown City. And these are games where these youngsters need to try and take full advantage of. And the team is down, the chips are down, the youngster's got to show up. Daniel delivers that one toward Millgate, headed on. Good header from Millgate into a dangerous area. Dealt with, though, by the home team. And Yulee there makes an error. And now Henderson with his first touches in senior football. Can he find the goal? Henderson just wide. And what a debut that would have been. He did everything right. The 17-year-old, even the lob was perfect, but just not on target. His heart would have been racing at 100 miles an hour there. What an opportunity that was. The space just opened up. Malia saw the pass, played the ball. Hilton did just enough, though, to, I guess, put him off. And I think the roof would have come off the grandstand here at Landon Stadium. Only 17 years old. First moments in first grade football at the ground he's grown up at. Came through the system here at Blacktown City, always one of the best youth programs, not just in New South Wales, but in the country. Produced so many stars, and we almost saw a star born there. Was in Blacktown's championship winning 16s team. Will Gotsis got all the stats. I feel like one of those English Premier League commentators are just getting handed and fed all the statistics. They all sound so smart, but it's always the guys in the background. I've got Will Gotsis, so I'm pretty lucky myself today. Headed on here. Henderson brought down there by Millgate. That'll be a yellow card to Millgate. It's a straight red. A straight red to Nathan Millgate. Second straight red card in this game. The youngster, Lockie Henderson, brought down. And Nathan Millgate sees red. And how about that for Marconi? Things go from bad to worse. Second red card of the game. Two 2-0 down. Not many defensive options on the bench either.
Wednesday will be away, Northbridge Oval.
For Marconi.
Round 6 of the Australian Cup.
As
Substitution for Blacktown City going off.
Martin Fernandez comes off, scorer of the second goal. And Ruben Awaratifi comes on in his place. This could be very, very messy in these final 5 to 10 minutes for Marconi. You really do have to feel for a team when they're down to 9. Here's Gibbs back for Shabao. Yulee, though, did the job. Goes down, free kick, goes the way of Yulee. Did look as though Yulee slipped there, but he won't care. Neither will Marconi. They need something to go their way. Pass given away there by Daniel. Prendergast sends that one forward toward Henderson. And now Waratifi. Maniti is keeping the ball now, Blacktown. is Major. Shabao slots the ball through for Gibbs. Now Malia finds a Waratifi at the far post. Waratifi gets beyond Vela with ease, and I think you try to cut that one back, but definitely didn't get the foot around the ball as you would have liked. Here's Lynch. Lynch now plays in. Henderson, who's offside though. Flag raised on the far side. That was an excellent ball from Lynch though, to see the run of Henderson, who just was straight off slightly into an offside position. Header one there by Lynch. Villa will play it back to
Ladies and gentlemen, your Blacktown City will be back here
Hilton.
at Leamington Stadium next Saturday night for round 15 action of the NPL New South Wales competition. We will be the away side up against Hills United. 7 o'clock kickoff next Saturday night up against Hills United. So all you members and fans out there, just a reminder, it is an away game next Saturday. Taking on Hills United.
Shabao looking for the run of Henderson. And Hilton's come out some way here. Ball almost falling for Gibbs. Here's Maniti out muscling Ayama. Still Maniti. Slots in Henderson. Cuts it back for Malia. Gets it onto left. Mitchell Malia makes it 3. An excellent goal. Well taken. Finds the top corner. And Blacktown sign this one off. It's 3-0 at Landon Stadium. An assist to the youngster Lachlan Henderson as well. On debut, of course. Setting up the veteran Mitchell Malia, who made no mistake with that finish. As Marconi go to the bench for the final time. Dominic Costanzo has come off, replaced by Luke Rasso. Luke Rasso coming off the bench for Marconi. Another youngster who has come up from the under-20s team. Scored a goal as well in the first grade this season against the Central Coast Mariners. Dominic Costanzo didn't have the best of games from Marconi. We know what he can offer, but it obviously gets a lot more difficult when you've got to play with 10 and in the end 9.
Also going off for Blacktown City, number 23, Joey Gibbs. Replaced by the youngster, number 33, Sebastian Melito.
Blacktown also making a substitution. Sebastian Melito coming on in place of Joey Gibbs. Here's Mlinaric back for Hilton. Ball into the area, headed away by Major. Now Maniti. Back for Malia. Malia's 6th goal of the campaign, that one. Here's a Waratifi running at Rasso. Good challenge from Luke Rasso. It'll be a corner.
Confirming, ladies and gentlemen, it is Sebastian's debut game for Blacktown City as well, so congratulations to you as well, Sebastian.
Another debutant, as you would have heard, Will Gotsis over the PA, Sebastian Mileto. 2 debutants here for Blacktown. Marty Fernandez took his opportunity going into the starting team with O'Brien's warm-up injury. took full advantage by scoring a goal. Now these youngsters have a chance to make a stake for their senior positions. Here's Malia holding the ball up. Having a bit of fun now, Mitchell Malia. 3 minutes of added time, says the fourth official. And Marconi, well, they can't wait for the full-time whistle here.
The fourth official has indicated there'll be a minimum of 3 additional minutes to be played. Additional 3 minimum minutes. On behalf of the Blacktown City Football Club, a big thank you to everyone turning up today on this special day, Mother's Day, to all the mothers out there. Happy Mother's Day to you. To those no longer with us, always thinking of you.
Mlinaric sends that forward.
Thank you once again for choosing Landon Stadium to share your Mother's Day with us.
Major heads that away. And Yesic just waves his hands in frustration. When you're down to 9, not many options available. Mlinaric plays it forward. Oh, given away there by Rasso. And now Awaratifi can stride forward here. Can't quite bring the ball under control. Awaratifi, and Hilton picks up the loose ball. Things get pretty tough for for Marconi next week. They travel to the Western Sydney Wanderers. When you've got 2 experienced players, 2 of your key players in Millgate and Temulkovsky suspended for at least that 1 game. Does bode to be a very difficult task for them. Blacktown, well, they're sort of away. They play against Hills on Saturday night, but they'll be back here at Landon Stadium, their home. Obviously ground sharing with Hills United. Will Gotsis will be on the microphone with you, so there you go. How lucky are you? Here's Rasso. Took too long there and loses out to Mileto. Here's Shabao. Now Maniti. Lynch opens up on the left. O'Brien, who had some big tussles with Marko Jesic throughout the majority of this game. As the full-time whistle goes here at Landon Stadium, and Blacktown City come away with a comfortable 3-0 victory over the Marconi Stallions in the NPL Men's New South Wales Match of the Round. Joey Gibbs opened the scoring after 14 minutes. The lead that Blacktown held until half-time. A red card to James Temulkovsky of Marconi inside the first 2 minutes of the second half. Really sent a dagger into Marconi's second half plans. Martin Fernandez then doubled the advantage of the home team before Nathan Millgate saw red as well late on in the fixture, allowing Mitchell Malia to round off the scoring in the final moments of this one to make it 3-0. Disappointing performance for Marconi. Very pleasing for the home team. Full time here at Landon Stadium. Blacktown City 3, Marconi Stallions 0.